great to be with you again for another Collective Worship Assembly video. We've got some great things in store for you today. We're going to be looking at a few different challenges and a bit more of that story that we're in the middle of, the story of Joseph. And Hettie, my wonderful colleague and wife, is going to be sharing some really good thoughts with us today about what we can do in the ups and the downs of life. So I'll pass on to Hettie and Emily, who are going to have loads of fun. Hettie and Emily!
Hello everyone! It is great that you are watching this, and we would love to see your faces, but we can't at the moment, but very, very soon. But what have we got coming up today?
Well. We have got, obviously, some games.
Obviously.
We're going to learn something new in one of our games.
Oh.
And we're going to have an Emily versus Tabz challenge again. Ha 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 ha. I like coming up with those. Yes. And obviously, a story and a thought and a challenge. And we're going to have fun throughout. So should we get on with it?
I think we should.
I've got a game for you, of course.
Okay.
This is a word game.
Oh my word.
Yeah. Where you've got to try and work out what the word means.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a word.
Yes.
You are going to write down what you think it means.
Okay.
And then I'm going to give you Emily's answer, Tabz's answer, and the correct answer in no particular order.
And
you get to guess which is correct.
Got yours.
It's not easy, so don't worry if you don't get it right. Okay, are we ready for the first word?
Yep, ready.
The first word is vomitory.
Ooh.
Vomitory.
Vomitory.
Okay, you got what you think it means. Ooh, okay. Do you think vomitory is the phobia of being sick? That's A. Do you think it is the entrance or exit to a theatre? B. Or C. Do you think it is a place where people keep their gloves? Okay, I'm going to give you 10 seconds to decide. Is it A? Is it B? Is it C? If you think it's A, give me a cheer. If you think it's B, give me a cheer. And if you think it's C, give me a cheer. Okay. I can reveal the correct meaning of the word vomitory is B, the entrance or exit to a theatre.
How weird is
I
that?
know.
That's really odd.
But it's a thing. So,
Got that one.
yeah. Okay. Number 2. The word is erinaceous.
Ooh.
Erinaceous. It's kind of a big word. You don't have to spell it. You just need to listen to it and go, I wonder what that means. Well, we are going to give you 3 options. Is erinaceous something that is spiky like a hedgehog?
Ooh.
Is it a type of tree with ears in the bark, like ear shapes?
Oh.
Or is it C, another word for being extremely sassy?
Nice. I like that.
What do you think? Gonna give you 10 seconds to decide. Okay, if you think the answer is A, give me a cheer now. If you think it's B, give me a cheer now. And if you think it's C, give me a cheer now. Okay. Well, I can reveal that the correct answer is A, something spiky like a hedgehog.
Whoa.
That's really...
I know, it is really random, isn't it?
That
Really
is.
odd.
But
Could it not be
it's a real word.
a sassy hedgehog?
Yes.
It could be. Have you ever met a sassy hedgehog?
Yeah, loads.
Okay, never mind. Question number 3.
Okay.
The word is widdershins.
Widdershins.
Yes, widdershins.
Okay, all right.
Is the word widdershins A, flying ants that come out only in the wind? Is it B, overthinking past conversations? Or is it C, another word for anti-clockwise, which is like the way round a clock goes, but the opposite? A, B, or C. Okay, I'm going to give you 10 seconds to decide what you think. Okay, if you think it's A, give me a cheer. If you think it's B, give me a cheer now. And if you think it's C, give me a cheer now. Okay. Interesting. Well, the answer is, surprisingly, it's C. It's a word for anti-clockwise.
Ah.
I did not know that. Did any of you know that? Did any of the grown-ups know that?
Who knows?
I don't know.
Who knows?
I didn't even know there'd be a word for that.
No.
So that was quite incredible.
Well, there's anti-clockwise.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's another word for that. Yeah. Oh, dear.
Guess what time it is, Tabz?
Is it story time?
It's story time!
It's story time! From the Rhyming Bible again!
Yep, Bob
Who'd
Martin.
have thought it?
Legend!
Oh, I tell you what, I hope there's no weird words in this, like Hettie's weird words.
That's true.
Anyway, ugh.
Okay, so we're continuing with the story of Joseph.
There we are, aren't we?
Okay.
I'm liking this story.
It's good, isn't it? It's good. This is called Answers and Famines. So Joseph dreamed, his brothers schemed, and when it all was through, God dreamed Joseph's dream with him, and Joseph's dream came true.
I dreamed that I saw 7 cows walk out of the Nile. Plump and black and beautiful, they made me want to smile.
Then 7 skinny cows appeared, ugly, thin, and brown. They walked up to the healthy cows and swallowed them all down.
Then 7 ears of grain appeared, rich and good and fat. But 7 sickly ears came next and ate them all just like that.
Then Joseph said, I understand. God's made it very plain. The dreams are one, they are not two. Their meaning is the same.
The 7 cows and ears of grain, lovely, plump and good, are 7 years when crops will grow and you'll have lots of food.
But 7 cows and ears of grain, sickly, sad and thin, are 7 years of famine with no harvest to bring in.
So in those 7 fruitful years, you need to store up wheat. And when the famine comes at last, you'll have enough to eat.
You need to find some clever man to see this project through. Then Pharaoh stared and smiled and said, Hey Joseph, why not you?
So Joseph went from prisoner to Pharaoh's right-hand man and started building storehouses right across the land.
And in those 7 fruitful years, Joseph stored up wheat. So when the famine came, the people had enough to eat.
But back where Joseph's brothers lived, the famine also came. So off to Egypt they all went to try and buy some grain.
When Joseph's servants led them in, he knew just who they were. But clueless, every brother bowed and said, Please help us, sir.
And that's when Joseph's dreams came true of bowing stars and grain. But have my brothers changed, he thought. Or are they just the same?
I'll see if they can pass my test. A test of loyalty. And if they do, I will reveal my true identity.
Joseph dreamed, his brothers schemed, and when it all was through, God dreamed Joseph's dreams with him, and Joseph's dreams come true.
Are you two ready for another competition?
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh no, this could get nasty.
Probably not.
Nah. Okay.
Okay, so in our story, Pharaoh had this dream about this wheat and these cows, and sometimes there was loads of food and sometimes there was none, and they had to save the food. So therefore, we are going to have a Weetabix game.
Ooh.
You are both.
Weetabix game.
Yep. You're both gonna get Weetabix.
Yeah.
Okay. The first person to eat it will win. But it's really dry, so it'll probably be quite difficult.
So we
Ooh.
don't
no
have
milk.
it
No
with
milk. No.
Oh,
Gotta
okay.
eat it dry.
The dry Weetabix
Okay.
challenge.
Okay. We're gonna go
Bring it.
to the dining table to do it because I don't want to make a mess. Because I know some people are messy when they eat the Weetabix. So, are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go! Story today, Pharaoh's dream was about these times where they would have ups, where they had loads of food, and downs, where they wouldn't have any. And in Joseph's life, we've already seen that he had lots of ups and downs all the way through our story. I wonder if you've ever been on a ride at a theme park. Maybe some sort of roller coaster. You're on the roller coaster, and if you're anything like me, you're holding on tight and you're going up and up and up, and it's really exciting when you're going up and things are good. You get to the top and you're like, whoa, look at the view. The people look tiny down there. This is great. And then you go down. And for some people, that's really, really exciting. And for other people, they're a bit scared. And there's lots of feelings that happen when we go on a roller coaster. Sometimes our lives feel like a roller coaster, like Joseph's did. On a roller coaster, I'm not a fan of the going down bit, but Tabz loves it. And in our lives, we have these ups and we have these downs. Sometimes the ups are really big and sometimes they're not so big. Sometimes the downs are really big and sometimes they're not so big. We have different ups and downs of different sizes and different things that are going on. For some people, they might have some struggles in their family. For other people, maybe they lose someone that they love, or they fall out with a friend, or something happens that makes them really sad. Sometimes we have big ups and big downs. Sometimes we have little ups and little downs. But sometimes, for some people, they have these ups where they win an award at school or at a club, or they do something awesome that they really enjoy, like maybe going out for the day, going on holiday, seeing their friends. Perhaps something really great happens in life, like they get a new family member. And there's all these ups that happen. So for us, we have the ups and we have the downs. Some are big and some are small. They're all different for each of us. But what we do about the ups and the downs of life is what's important. Think about it like a set of traffic lights. I'm sure you've seen traffic lights before. There's red, there's amber, and there's green. Now this can help us to think about how we feel. When we feel red, it means something's not right. Maybe we're sad. Maybe we're unhappy. Maybe we're worried. Maybe we're upset. Perhaps something's happening around us that's making us feel red. Or perhaps there is no reason at all for us to feel red. And there's a feeling that's happening. Maybe we feel a bit in our tummies and we don't know what it means. Sometimes we feel red for no reason. But what's important when we feel red is that we always ask for help. We always go to a grown-up that we trust and we ask for help because they can help us with what we need. Perhaps we just need to say it out loud and we need to talk about it and it makes us feel better. Or perhaps we need a really big hug to help us. Or perhaps we actually need to do something very different that a grown-up knows about. So we always get some help for ourselves from someone else when we feel red. But when we feel amber, that means that we are okay. We don't feel amazing, but we don't feel too bad. We're just okay. But when you're okay, there are a lot of things that you can do to help yourself. When we're okay, we can make ourselves feel better by watching our favourite film, playing a game that we really like, doing something where we're active, like going to the park or playing our favourite sport. It could be that we talk to someone that we like to talk to and we know would make us laugh. There are lots of things we could do. When we feel amber, we think about what we can do to help ourselves. When we feel red, we find someone that can help us. Now, when we feel green, those are our great emotions where we're excited, we're happy, something great is going on in our lives and it makes us smile. But the thing is, just because we feel green doesn't mean that everybody else is. So the important thing about being green yourself is to try and help others to become more green. So you could ask someone else if they want to watch their favourite film with you, or play their favourite game, or perhaps you could share your toys with them. Maybe you could consider the people around you who you see and what they love doing and what might help them. And this is not just about kids, you know. Grown-ups sometimes don't feel happy either. And perhaps you could say to your grown-up at home, "I'm feeling great today, how can I help you?" Or you could say something really kind to the staff if you were at school to help them feel better today. So when you're red, you always get help from someone else. When you're amber, you do positive things to help yourself. And when you're green, you always think about how you can help another person. So, how do you feel today? Have a little think. Do you feel red? Are you sad, unhappy? Something that makes you feel, oh. Are you amber? You're okay, but you could be better. Or are you green and you feel brilliant?
Brilliant. That was great to hear those thoughts from Hettie on the story that we're looking at the moment of Joseph, and to think about what we can do when we might be feeling different ways in different times of life, who we can go and talk to, who can help us, what we can do to help ourselves, and what we can do to help other people as well. So that was really good. That's given me a lot to think about, and so I'm going to go and think about that until our next collective worship assembly. So I'll see you next time. Bye!